Example number 1. If a line intersects side AB and AC of a triangle ABC at D and E respectively and is parallel to BC, prove that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Let us draw a triangle for this. Any triangle. The triangle is ABC. We are given that a line intersects AB and AC, which is also parallel to BC. Now children, you have to make sure that this line should not pass from the middle of the triangle, otherwise we may assume the points D and E to be the midpoints. We are not given that D and E are midpoints, so draw this line in such a way that it should not be bisecting AB and AC. Okay? So this line intersecting AB at D and AC at E and also is parallel to BC. Line L parallel to BC we are given. Now children, this example will make you understand that how we can use the applications of basic proportionality theorem and how we can use those relations of alternando, invertando, componendo and dividendo as per our needs. Not all in this question, but how to use them we can understand with this formula. So here since line L is parallel to BC, which we are given, so DE being a part of this line L is also parallel to BC. Okay. Now, as we have understood in basic proportionality theorem, in Thales theorem, in short form we can use BPT. So I will be using here the short form of basic proportionality theorem, or BPT. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay. So here by BPT we can say AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, which is the main relation of basic proportionality theorem. But children, what we have to prove is AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. That means with AD we want the full side AB, and with AE we want the full side AC. So as we have understood this thing in applications of Thales theorem, basic proportionality theorem, that if we have to go from part to the whole side, we use component by adding one both sides, right? But before that we have to see here that out of the ratio which we have to find out, which one is required and which one is not required. Okay? AD upon AB is equal to AE upon EC, and what we have got from basic proportionality theorem is AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So in our proof, DB and EC are not required, only AD and AE is required with the full side AB and AC. Now children, here one thing you have to keep in mind, that out of the ratio, whatever the part is desired, which is required in proof, should remain in denominator, and the other part which is not required, that is going to be eliminated, that is going to vanish, should remain in numerator. the required part should always remain in denominator. Okay. So as the required part AD and AE are here in numerator, so we will use the relation of invertendo. Now why I am doing this, you will see in next steps. If we are applying invertendo for this relation, then in that case dB upon AD is equal to EC upon AE. Okay. And now we will apply here by componendo, which means adding 1 both sides. So dB upon AD plus 1 is equal to EC upon AE plus 1. This means that by taking out the LCM, dB plus AD upon AD is equal to EC plus AE upon AE. Okay. Now before turning the page, let me tell you, dB plus AD becomes AB, and EC plus AE becomes AC. So we can write here AB and we can write here AC. So AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. But children, what we have to prove is this, in which the whole side AB and AC are in denominator. So you remember that we have applied invertendo once to prove the relation. Once again we will apply invertendo for this. So by invertendo again, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC, hence proved.